Dear children, welcome to my session on Chapter 16, Data Visualization Using PyPlot. Information and data can be visually represented in the form of charts, graphs, tables, maps, infographics. Infographics are representation of information in graphic format, and dashboards. Dashboards are a collection of resources assembled to create a single unified visual display. All these forms help us to communicate information and data visually to the users. So now we can define the term data visualization. Data visualization is the graphical representation of information and data. Charts, graphs, tables, maps, infographics, and dashboards are the types of data visualization. What are the uses of data visualization? Data visualization helps users to analyze and interpret the data. It makes complex data understandable and usable. Various charts in data visualization helps to show relationship in the data for one or more variables. In order to perform data visualization in Python, one has to install the library matplotlib. Matplotlib is the most popular data visualization library in Python. Using Matplotlib, you can create visualizations such as line chart, scatter plot, histogram, box plot, bar chart, and pie chart. Let me now show you how to install Matplotlib library in your system. For that, you should open command prompt window. Here you change the directory to the location where Python is installed in your system. Here CD stands for change directory. Press enter key and now you get the command prompt as follows. Here you type the following command: python -m pip install -u matplotlib. Python -m pip install -u matplotlib. This command should install Matplotlib library in your system. After having successfully installed Matplotlib, you will be now able to create visualizations such as line chart, scatter plot, histogram, box plot, bar chart, and pie chart. Among these, I will be teaching you line chart, bar chart, and pie chart. We will see how to write a Python program to create a line chart. For that, first you have to import the Matplotlib library. Import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. Here matplotlib is the name of the library. Pyplot is a module under this library, as PLT is an object created by me. Here I have used the spelling PLT as the name of the object. You can use any object name you want, any X or Y or A or B. It doesn't matter. Actually, this object PLT serves as an alias for this lengthy name matplotlib.pyplot. To create a line chart, you have to use the plot function as follows. plt.plot. Here plt is the object which I have just now created here in the first statement, that is in this import statement. So plt.plot is the function to be used to create a line chart. So the next statement in the program will be plt.plot. As you can see, I have to now provide two parameters. The first parameter I have given as a list of three values, 1, 2, 4. And the second parameter is also a list of three values, 2, 4, 3. The first parameter will serve as the X values and the second parameter will serve as the Y values. For the sake of explanation, here I have taken a table which shows the values for the X coordinates and the Y coordinates. The X coordinates are 1, 2, 4. The Y coordinates are 2, 4 and 3. The line chart created by the plot function will be displayed by using the show function, which is written as plt.show. Now I will show you visually how the points are plotted and how they are connected to form the line chart. So here our first point is 1, 2, which is over here in this graph, and 2, 4 is here, and the point 4, 3 is over here. And when these points are connected sequentially, we get the required line chart. But Python will not draw the chart as I have shown to you now. It will just display the chart in a separate window in one go. Next, I will show you some variations which can be applied to the plot function. As you can see now, I have supplied only one parameter, a list containing 2, 4, 3. So this parameter will now act as the Y values. But you know very well we cannot have points without X coordinates. Since the X coordinates or the X values are not supplied by me, Python will take default values for X coordinates. The default values will always begin with 0. So the X values will be 0, 1, 2. And the Y values will be the ones which I have given as the parameter in the form of a list, 2, 4 and 3. So here you have to remember that when there is only one parameter with a list of values, that must be taken as the Y values, And for x values, you have to use the default values starting from 0. The points that will be plotted will be 0, 2, 1, 4, and 2, 3. And when they are connected sequentially, you will get the following line chart. We can also store the x values and y values in separate variables as shown here. I have stored x values in the variable x, the y values in variable y, and in the plot function, I have directly given the variables as the parameters. I will also show you some improvisations that you can do to your chart. You can have a label for the x-axis by giving plt.xLabel, a label for the y-axis by plt.ylabel, and a title for the chart by using the title function plt.title. Here the title is line chart. You can also plot more than one lines at the same time in the same chart by repeatedly using the plot function. So here I have used the plot function twice with different sets of values. Therefore, I have two lines here, and to differentiate the lines, I have given one line in blue color and another line in red color. I can also have a legend for my chart. For that, I will be providing a third parameter in the plot function called label. Here label is equal to line 1, and for the second line, label is equal to line 2. And here I will be giving plt.legend, which will display the legend as follows: a blue colored line showing the label line 1 and a red colored line showing the label line 2. Now we will define the term line chart. A line chart displays information as a series of data points. These data points are also called as markers. And the markers are connected by straight line segments. Therefore, a line chart displays information as a series of data points called markers connected by straight line segments. Next, we will see how to create a bar chart in Python. To create a bar chart, you have to use the bar function as follows. First, you write the name of the object. Here it is plt dot, and bar is the function to be used to create a bar chart. A bar chart takes categorical values for the x-axis. Here I take the variable x is equal to the names of three subjects: Tamil, English, computer science. And the y values in a bar chart represents the height for each of these categories. Y is equal to 70, 60, 80. Here y represents marks scored in each of these subjects. The mark for Tamil subject is 70, for English is 60, and computer science is 80. Now using x and y as the parameters in the bar function, I will write plt.bar x, y. So let us see how the bar chart is created. So on the x-axis, you have to take the categorical values: Tamil, English, and computer science. And on the y-axis, I have plotted 0, 20, 40, 60, and 80. Against Tamil, We have the value 70. So the height of the first bar is up to here. And then for English, it is 60. And for computer science, 80. You can also improvise your chart by giving additional information like a label for the x-axis, label for the y-axis, and a title for your chart. So what is a bar chart? A bar chart represents a relationship between a numerical variable and a categorical variable. In a bar chart, the numerical variable takes values along the y-axis and the categorical variable takes values along the x-axis. Next, we will see how to create a pie chart in Python. For this, you have to use the pie function as plt.py. Plt is the object, .py is the function to create pie chart. As you know, a pie chart is a circular graph. It does not have x-axis or y-axis. So the first parameter in the pie function will be the values by which the circle is divided into slices. So I take a variable x with a list of 5 values 70, 60, 80, 50 and 90. And the second parameter, I am giving the labels for each of these slices. Y is equal to, I am using subject names as the labels, Tamil, English, Maths, Science, Social. Observe carefully how I am writing the pie function. plt.py x, labels equal to y. The first parameter is x, which has the values, and the second parameter is y, which has the labels. But you should not directly write as y. You should write as labels equal to y. This type of argument is called keyword argument, where the name of the argument is given and then its value, labels equal to y. Now let us see the output of this pie function. We can also display the percentage values by which the circle is divided into slices by adding another parameter in the pie function, which is called as AutoPCT, is equal to, and here I have given percentage 0.2f within quotes. The meaning of this is, I want the percentage value to be displayed as a float number with 2 decimal places. So look at the output. Can you see these values which are displayed now? They are the percentage values with 2 decimal places. What is a pie chart? A pie chart is a circular graph which is divided into slices to illustrate numerical proportion. The next topic is differences between histogram and bar chart. Histogram represents numerical data. Bar chart represents categorical data. Histogram represents frequency distribution of continuous variables. Bar chart represents comparison of discrete variables. In histogram, there is no gap in between the bars. In bar chart, there is gap in between the bars. In histogram, one cannot rearrange the bars as they are in the sequence of class intervals. In bar chart, one can rearrange the bars from highest to lowest or lowest to highest. In histogram, the width of the bars may or may not be the same. In bar chart, the width of the bars must be the same. Python displays the output of the chart in a separate window. Here you can see the output of a line chart. This window is called as the matplotlib window. And here we have some buttons. These are the buttons in the matplotlib window. The first button is called as Home button. Click this button to return to original view while navigating your chart. These are the back and forward buttons. Click these buttons to move back to the previous point you were at or forward again. Pan axis button. Click this button to click and drag your graph around. Zoom button. Click this button to zoom in or zoom out your graph. Configure subplots button. This button allows you to configure various spacing options with your figure and plot. Save figure button. Click this button to save your graph in various forms. I will recall all the topics that I taught you in this lesson. Data visualization is the graphical representation of information and data. Charts, graphs, tables, maps, infographics, and dashboards are the types of data visualization. Using matplotlib library of Python, one can create line chart, scatter plot, histogram, box plot, bar chart, and pie chart. Out of these, I discussed how to create line chart, bar chart, and pie chart. And these are the buttons in the matplotlib window. Home button, the back and forward buttons, pan axis button, zoom button, configure subplots button, save figure button. That's all in this session. Thank you, children.